Okay, I just want to start off this video by saying that this has probably been done before, and I'm not the first person to review the iPhone 16. That being said, this is more about my personal thoughts and opinions on it than a review, and honestly, I have picked up this phone in late 2025. I know the iPhone 17 is out, but I just didn't value a lot of the features that it had, so I opted for this. Okay, let's talk about the unboxing experience. For starters, it's nothing to write home about, and I just don't understand what Apple's thinking was behind removing the charger and the headphones. I mean, I guess I can kind of see why they would remove the headphones just to save money, or I guess they say for environmental purposes. But like the charger just felt like a step too far. And honestly, I thought I was fine with it, but then after unboxing the last two iPhones I've owned, this just feels like a really bad step back. And honestly, they should really reconsider adding the charging brick back in the box. That being said, the phone you pay for is really good quality, so no complaints there. Just the unboxing experience leaves a lot to be desired. But honestly, all you get is a cable and some paperwork, which just kind of feels dumb. I mean, why don't they just hand you the phone at the store at this point? I mean, what is the point of putting it in a box? Okay, the dynamic island is the most innovative feature that Apple's released in a long while, and I came from an iPhone 13. So I haven't experienced this feature, and it is just amazing. There are so many times where it's just really cool how it morphs and moves, and it saves a lot of time, so big thumbs up from me. I really like the action button. It's a lot easier to trigger than the mute switch, but the software menu does feel a bit over-engineered. Additionally, you need to know Siri shortcuts to do more than one action, which feels kind of dumb. But anyhow, I am just going to use it to mute my phone, which is the default action that it's set to. Okay, so I know this wasn't a super popular feature, but I really liked it because I'm used to using a real camera, and honestly, if you've ever used a camera dial, this just feels so intuitive and so natural. So, yeah, really big thumbs up from me. You can also kind of customize how pressure sensitive it is for the lighter press, and then it works like a shutter as well. Okay, so liquid glass is really cool. And I know this is a really controversial take, but I really like it. And as someone who's grown up in the early 2000s nostalgia, honestly, I think it's great. Bringing back some depth and liveliness to the interface is just awesome. It also reacts when you tilt, which is super cool. And in addition to that, it stretches as well, which is a fact that most people don't know. It even bounces. And you also see it in sliders, which is super cool to watch it go back and forth. And also on toggles where it just kind of pops out of the screen. Super cool stuff. Okay, instead of talking, I'm gonna let the camera speak for itself. Okay, let's talk about Apple Intelligence. So first off, we have visual intelligence. By just pressing and holding the camera control, you can take a picture and look it up on the web. It's super convenient and has been really helpful for me. You can also add things to your calendar, as well as use it in screenshots, which is really helpful and convenient. Okay, next up we have cleanup. You just circle, tap, or sort of draw to erase something. Super helpful and super convenient. It runs locally on device, so you don't need Wi-Fi, but it does take some time. But overall, a really convenient and helpful feature. Okay, on to one of my personal favorites, spatial scenes. Now, fancy names aside, this does work, and it's almost like staring into a mini diorama, which is super cool. And honestly, this works so well that you can't even call it a gimmick. It's just so good at separating the subject from the background. Okay, and then last but not least, you have writing tools. Now, there's a lot I can say about this, but I'm just going to summarize it by saying it just works. So, no complaints here at all. You can tap on any of the actions and they just do what they say they're supposed to do. Okay, that was just some quick thoughts. I hope this was helpful and insightful, and I really hope you have an awesome day.